Hello, Professor Halsey here in section 5.3 in our Zybooks assignments, and this is CEIS150. Welcome back, and here we're looking at standard libraries for Python. And the nice part about the Python modules is that, number one, you've been using them and you may not even have known it. That's a good part. Number two, they're really easy to use, and all you have to do is call those functions and use them and apply them in your code. So we have date, time, random, copy. So I'm not going to read them all off to you, but just to give you an idea, there's a ton of them in here, and there's documentation for them over here as well. So date time is a common one that's used, and you can see here we can make assign a variable with the value of what's returned from the date time date dot today function. So today is a function that returns today's date. Alright, and then the line after that says enter the number of days from now. So in this code we're going to turn around and tell you, like, in 30 days what the date will be. Okay, so they determine the day difference, and this thing called time delta will return the value of the day difference, and then we take that and add it to today. So it puts it in the correct format and everything. We know everything can be added together, and we have two dates that were added together today and the day difference that was put in, and that's going to give us this future date. Alright, so then we say days from now is, and we use this string to time function. It gives us the ability to display it as the month, date, and then year. So for month, you have the percent capital B, and then for the date, percent D, and then for the year, percent capital Y. And I wanted to show you, if you wonder why you do it that way, you can come back to the documentation, and it tells you how to build and use the constants that are available in this library or in this group of modules here. So you can come there and view all the information on that. There's our time delta, so it can give the days, seconds, microseconds, milliseconds, minutes, hours, weeks. And then here's another example. So they actually are using the time delta function there as well. Okay, so that's what how the documentation can help you to learn how to use the different commands by coming here and being able to look at the documentation, find the command that you're trying to use, and then implement it in your code. Alright, this is the date function where today actually comes from. So, let's see, it's going to be down. Date well, I would have thought it would have been there, date dot today, day. I'm not saying my today. Place, week. Turn the day of the week. So you can just see there's a lot of functions just under the date command. Okay, and there's the today function. Not sure why I couldn't find it up here anyway. And they're given an example of the today function there. Interesting. Okay. So that's all of the functions that are available in the standard Python library up there. And then there's a ton of other ones that are available as well, and we'll look at those coming up. Here's an example of using the random module. And what you do is you hit any key except for Q. Once you hit Q, you quit. Alright, and once you hit a key, you draw a card. Now, the game will end once you draw an ace, but if you draw anything other than an ace, it keeps going. So you can see the output over here as well. And I did a demo of this in the last lesson this week. Hope that this is like that. Okay. A trivia game generates a new question at random time intervals. For that tool, we use random. Retrieve the contents of a web page, Zybooks.com, URL library, where we look for that tool, and get the name of the current operating system would be an OS library option. And finding the cosine function of a user enters angle in radians, that is in my math group. So what tools would you use to solve what function? And here's a review of all the standard library documentation on the Python website. And what I'd like to point out is here in the built-in functions, and you'll see built-in types, and here's the ones we've been using, but we're going to look at them here in built-in functions. Okay, and like I said, you've probably been using these functions and didn't notice it. So we have the int that we had been using. I want to look at that one. So int, and it shows us here a few examples of it being used. I love that, how it does that. It shows us the exact code for it, and then does a detailed breakdown explanation of what all of that is and how it all fits into how you can use it in code. Okay, and the one right before that is another one we've been using called the input function. Use input to get input from the keyboard, and then we use the int function in front of that to convert it to an integer if we need to. Okay, one of the other ones that's big that we started out with was print, and there's our print function. And again, all the different things that go along with print. All right, that's section 5.3. Join me back shortly for 5.4 with NumPy.